incredible whistle you're wearing there, sir. I love that.
Well, thank you, darling.
Beautiful. It's nice to see someone's made an effort today. What an amazing reversal of fortune it was on the show on Saturday for some people. Did you enjoy the surprises?
I did, indeed. I mean, I love all the dressing up anyway.
Yeah.
It gives them a focus, it gives them a good reason to dance, and it relieves them of any untoward sort of thoughts about their footwork, which I think is good, actually.
Are you sad to see Sid and Ola go?
Yeah, because he was a really fantastic person to have in the show. And, you know, he had some fantastic dancers at the beginning, and unfortunately, he got all the Latin stuff towards the end of it. So it really is, I mean, you can throw the dice and land a Latin dance, and if you're not particularly good at it, and it's the week that you might be a little bit weaker, then you will go out.
And then everyone else is good, I suppose. Yeah. You voted to say Colin and Christina. Why did they deserve to stay over Sid?
The reason I voted for them was because, for me, I think there was a lot more natural rhythm, and particularly leaving someone by themselves is always difficult, and it proved that Colin actually does dance quite, you know, well. And I think out of both of them, to have him go through, I thought is the best thing to do.
OK, let's talk about his salsa.
Absolutely.
You were quite critical of his footwork. What was he getting wrong?
In his salsa, he's very flat-footed. You see, it gets very stompy, and it's just all very flat and very even, and that stops all that wonderful hip action happening.
So what do? You need to pick up on the balls of the feet?
Well, no, you need to actually go through it, darling. You know what I'm saying?
Like
You've got to get the hips like snake hair.
Excuse me. Michael and Natalie in their quick step. What an amazing week for Michael. What a turnaround. This was fantastic.
Oh, this was just a joy. I was in seventh heaven, I cannot tell you. Just the fact that he had put so many hours into the dance, you know, and had really, really tried and trained. And Nat is a whip master. I mean, she is, like, totally on it, and she did not want to go through the embarrassment of the week before.
Yeah.
And I think they won the day brilliantly.
Brilliant. And next week's doing an American Smooth. Can we expect another great performance, do you think?
Yeah, Nat perfect at all of that stuff, and she will have him whipped into action.
Good. Richard and Erin and their Paso Doble, you were a bit disappointed with this performance and said he shouldn't have done the jeté en tourment. What the devil is that?
The jeté en tournant, darling.
Oh, thank you.
And it's that bit there, because you need a delicious preparatory leg to get the height to it.
Okay.
And then you should finish in a beautiful long lunge, and it was all very squidgy and short, and it was mean, and it was small, and it should be hugely expressive.
Austin Healey style.
Yeah, and yes, and matadorish.
Okay.
You know, he wasn't proud enough through it. He needed much more flight.
OK, next time. Lewis and Flavia and their tango, another great moment of the night. Why was this so good, Craig?
Well, I loved this because he was completely driven and character-driven. And he was bent through his knees all the way through, which looked gorgeous. He was dancing it all on one level. His thumb, however, bothered me. If you have a look on the back, the big old thumb up. Now, how many times over the past 9 years, darling, have I been saying...
9,000 times you've said it.
Thumb down.
Thumb down.
I mean, that's such a simple thing. I mean, it would have been... He could have bandaged that and no one would have seen it.
Would it have been a 9 for you if he'd had the thumb down?
Yes, if his thumb was down, it would have been a 9.
And Nikki and Karen and their tango. Only a 6 from you. You said you liked the routine, but he needs to improve his posture. You were quite adamant about this point.
He's getting a little bit more upright, but he has a tendency to lean toward his partner, which makes the line not as nice. You know, it should be a lovely sort of V shape on occasion. You know, he should be proud in that and be pulled up, and he's just a little bit too straight up and down.
OK, point taken, though. Hopefully this week we shall see an improvement. Don't go away, we need to discuss the girls. Craig Revel-Horwood, everybody! So, on Saturday night, it was Scooby Snacks all round as Danny and Vincent delivered another